Thanks for tuning in to another Bob's Pro Shot video ball review. And today we're going to take a look at the all new 900 Global Eternity Pi. The Eternity Pi is the next big asymmetrical ball into the 900 Global line. And the cover on this ball is the Reserve 901 Blend Solid Reactive cover stock. The core is the same that we have seen featured in the previous Eternity. And it comes at 2000 grit Abralon out of box. At 15 pounds, this ball has an RG of 249 with a diff of 050 and a PSA of 014. Out of box, my Eternity Pi, I would say that the 2000 grit Abralon is kind of generous. I would say mine would probably be about 1000. Mine was really dull out of box. But this is going to be one of those big asymmetrical balls at the top of your bag. In comparison to something like the Reality, for me, the Eternity Pi sees it a little earlier. This is kind of that snow tire bowling ball, that heavy rolling, heavy oil, keep your angles really tight. That's what the Eternity Pi is going to like. The shape that I got from the Eternity Pi kind of reminded me of something that you would see coming from the Rotagrip side of things, where it's the heavy rolling, really forward motion balls that you'll see from the Rotagrip line. That's what the Eternity kind of reminded me of. Not to say it's a bad thing, but I kind of didn't expect it from the global side of things. But it also could have just been, like I said, it's advertised at 2000 grit. I wouldn't be surprised if mine was like 800 to 1000. I mean, mine was really dull out of box. I didn't want to touch the surface on the ball until I did the video just to, get an accurate look of what I saw out of box with the ball. It's definitely something that I'm going to adjust the surface on with this ball. I'd probably bring it up to 3000 or even try it at the 2000 that was advertised first. For your typical league bowler, the Eternity Pi is really going to match up well for people that are, very speed dominant. Their rev rate doesn't match their speed. They throw the ball 17, 18 miles an hour, and they just don't have the rev rate. I think the Eternity Pi would really match up well for them that need the ball to get started early. Depending on the center that you bowl in, obviously, that's always a big factor. But if you're a traveling player where you do a lot of tournaments, you bowl in a lot of sport challenge patterns, I think the Eternity Pi has a spot in your bag. It's just going to give you a little bit of a different motion. Like I said, it kind of reminds me a little bit of a gem, maybe a little bit cleaner than the gem, but not too far different from it. One of the first things that I said after I threw the ball for a couple shots, I turned around and I was like, this ball would work really well on a house shot for myself if I hit it with some polish. If I took it up to a 1500 polish or a 2000 polish, then I think it's kind of similar to like the clone that just recently came out from Rotagrip. I feel like I would get a lot more use out of the Eternity Pi if I personally had polished mine. Then I could use it more on some house shots if that's the route that I wanted to go. Like I mentioned before, it's a different shape that I haven't seen Global have, and I think it's good that Global is getting into having a couple of different distinctive shapes in their line instead of having just all balls that are super clean and a whip on the back end. It's good to have some options, if you're not a 100 Global homer. I think it's great that now you have a ball that could be a little bit earlier, a little bit rollier that you didn't have previously before. Thanks for tuning in to another Bob's Pro Shot video ball review. If you can, take a chance to like us on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube and Instagram channel to stay up to date with all of our videos. Thanks and have a great day.